and saying, like, yeah, I get the irony of an Xbox podcast talking about Returnal and having as the
I will be holding
pretty much everything that comes out. So,
a gun broker auction
says, we understand that y'all content creators like to be neutral, but the Xbox
for sale. One Glock,
I mean,
18
all right. I don't know how many times I have to say this.
9
not neutral
millimeter times 19,
and you know, has been with it for a long time.
18
I am not a neutral
clip
person.
plus
I'm an
1.
Xbox fan. I want to see Xbox succeed. I just don't need to see Xbox succeed at the expense of PlayStation or Nintendo. I don't need to praise Xbox while at the same time shit all over everybody else. That's not the type of person I am. I want Xbox to be great for Xbox. I'm not a neutral. I'm an Xbox fan. More than I'm a PlayStation fan. And obviously, like, I don't care about Nintendo one bit. So, this whole thing of content creators being neutral.
18 plus 1.
Every time someone says that, you know, like in your post, like, I'm not neutral whatsoever. I'm an Xbox fan first and foremost. I mean, I'm a gaming fan overall. Like, I'm a gaming fan first and foremost. But if you talk about my preferences, it's Xbox way ahead of PlayStation. I just don't need to hate on everybody else to make Xbox look good. Because that's what a lot of people do. I don't know. Do you feel similar to that, Jez?
Yeah, I'm completely the same way. I have no intention of buying a PlayStation 5 ever. I think it's huge, it's ugly, and I don't want it in my office, frankly. And I'd rather just play on PC and Xbox. So, you know, I've even put my Switch into storage recently because I barely ever use that either. But whenever I play Switch, I have to play an Xbox Series X, 4K 60, and you go back to like 1080p at most, 30 frames at most. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm over this now. I'm over this, you know. So, yeah, I would say I'm not neutral either in that capacity. But like you, there's a sort of value in acknowledging what the competition's doing.
Can be an upgrade.
What the competition's doing right, while also acknowledging the stuff that Xbox does bad. And it comes from a place of passion for the brand and wanting them to do better. We want Xbox to do better because at the end of the day, we're not Xbox shareholders or employees, we are consumers, and we want them to do better for us, you know. So, and for you guys, frankly, when I went really hard to bat at Xbox about the whole languages thing. So I used to get DMs all the time from people from Korea and from China, and we still get DMs from people from some of these countries where they're like, you know, Microsoft doesn't care about, you know, their fans unless they're in America or the UK. And, you know, that struck a chord with me, you know. So I went to bat really hard to get Xbox's language features improved. And, you know, they now actually have a team dedicated to it, so I heard. And we've started to see some new features to the Xbox 4, you know, which show, you know, the localization, the subtitles, and what languages all of that stuff appears in. And it leads to a better product. When you're critical of Xbox, it leads to a better product, which leads to us getting better stuff, which is what it should be all about, you know.
Gun broker auction.
And ignore the bad stuff they're doing.
Starting 8,000.
Trying to defend Kinect, you know. So,
I mean, there are some dudes out there who will damage control literally anything Xbox does. There are dudes out there. There are dudes out there trying to damage control when Microsoft was like $120 for Xbox Live Gold. I've seen it because I was tagged in a lot of that stuff. Like, no matter what, Xbox can do no wrong to some people, and PlayStation is the devil, and vice versa. Like, it's just a never-ending thing, and some people will just never grow up. They'll never grow out of that whole console war phase. And some people do it for fun, some people do it for trolling. You know, that seems to be a big thing these days on Twitter. I think it's all just pathetic, personally. I don't care for the trolling. To me, it's I don't know. That's why I'm not really on Twitter much, honestly, because I get on there and I look and I'm like, oh yeah, now I realize why I'm not really on Twitter, because it's all just, the discussion around games and Xbox and PlayStation it's just tainted. You can't really have a good discussion with a lot of people, or at least in a social space like that, because somebody will come in with just a dumb a dumb response, but Skate says PS5 top console not support saves cross-gen or on game. Chaos Mike says can't wait for Halo Infinite. Game's looking good. Also would love to see Starfield at E3 for 2021 release. I mean, so would I, man. So would I. What else we got here? I think that's pretty much it. Now, yeah. So I mean, you know what? Enough about Returnal. I really like the game. It's my favorite game of the year so far. Take that for what you will. I don't think it's worth $70. It's definitely niche. I couldn't really recommend it to anybody because I would need to know, your preferences. So that's just my thoughts on Returnal. Patrick Starr says Connect is awesome. We might Connect alone. Laugh out loud. No, Connect is trash. Connect was garbage. And Brett says, Jez, any news on Koei Tecmo, E3 plans, Xbox exclusives, or anything? Yeah, and
I don't know very good. No, honestly, I don't know much about
I didn't
Koei
sure,
Tecmo.
sure.
I know that they've got a lot of fans, and rightfully so, they make some cool games, but I haven't heard anything. Certainly don't have any contacts there, so. But that's something I can look into, right? I guess.
that is.
I just want to. Actually, I really lost what I wanted to say. I just wanted to add like a caveat on this whole thing. Like, there's plenty of things to criticize PlayStation about too, and Nintendo. I was literally just thinking earlier how, for example, Nintendo has a cloud save system, but it's only available for certain games. If you want cloud saves from